Hello, hello, hello. It's Thursday night, 8:30. I'm like a minute late. I apologize for that. I was watching another live um, for a few minutes before I came on, and I just looked down and realized, oops, I got to go on. So I'm wearing my shirt I got from Bucky's. Think happy, be happy. There's the little Bucky guy. There's the little Bucky beaver right there. And it is the softest t-shirt material ever. And I was able to find one with the V-neck that I really like because, um, uh-oh, oh, gluing your eyelashes. Girl, I thought you said you were gluing your eyeglasses. I was going to say, what'd you do? Hey, Shangy girl, how are you doing? Anyway, so I took a nap this afternoon. I had expected to have my granddaughter all week, and her mama came to see her last night and um, took her home. Yeah, it's a very soft t-shirt material, very very nice and colorful. I thought for me. Um, anyway, so she wasn't here today, so I didn't get to take my nap with her, but I ended up laying down and taking a nap myself. So I woke up and I am all nice and awake. You just got done cooking? Good. Well, what did you cook for dinner? She always cooks the best things. Tell us what you made. Give it a few minutes for people to come in. I'm doing important tips tonight. I'm going to talk a little bit about aging and what affects aging. And then I also have something ready for stiff person syndrome, which is a neurological condition that Celine Dion has. Baked salmon, squash, onions, and rice. Ooh, sounds delicious. Are you still growing stuff on your patio or is it too hot now? I know you were growing all the herbs. She's such an, into natural cooking and taking care of herself. I showed on video to Byron T song Persecution. Okay, I'll have to check it out. You still got stuff growing? Good. It does taste good. I bet it does. I'm not a big fan of salmon. I don't think I know how to cook it right. I've never really just gotten into liking it. Get comfortable. I gotta get up on my leg better. My daughter got me this new chair, uh, but I have to sit back in it a little bit. So I kind of sit in my one on my one leg a little bit to make it more comfortable. I put my stuff with Jordan or Brian T or Brandon at the end. Yes, you do, and that does really good. I like that music that you put out. Christian rap is something not a lot of people ever think about, really, and it's important. And rap is just another genre of music. Ryan Dreamer22. Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. I think you might be new to my channel. I don't recognize your name, but that's okay. We like new people all the time. You're more than welcome. I do my show maybe different than some people do. I talk for a little bit, then I do my presentation, and then we talk some more at the end. So I hope you'll sit back and enjoy. I'm just waiting to see if some people come in. I think a lot of people that normally come might be over playing bingo. Let me check and see if the bingo is done. It may not be. What's your name? Hey, exactly, loyal. Always loyal. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Might be already done. I'm not sure, but we will not worry about it. We're gonna do what we do. I'll be right with you, Lord. Boy, I'm looking at something. Oh, didn't know I had my volume up. All right. All right. Let's see what it says. Always Loyal said, I'm so thankful brother showed me them. I used to listen to the goalist, foul mouth, hardcore gangster rap years ago. Now I can listen to gangster who rap for the Father. Exactly, Loyal. And sometimes when, we change our focus in our life, we do listen to different music. And it's good that if you like that genre of music, that you can still find artists that you like to listen to. Just like how I like King and Country. I like country music or pop music, but I love it to be um, more about the. I'm trying to figure out. It says, "Hey Echo, that was me. I forgot to change back accounts after last night." Oh, okay. Ink, I love you. I'm so glad you're here. And I didn't know who. I was like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Who is this? It's a new person." I hadn't didn't know who that was, but I'm glad you let me know who it was because I was looking at it like, who is this? But anyway, welcome in, Ink. We were just actually talking about music for a few minutes um, before I do my presentation. Um, but I do love For King and Country, and their songs are all about hope and um, you know, leaning on God and that kind of thing when you need somebody to lean on. Yes, Always Loyal is gluing her eyelashes. It's scared. That scares me. I'm afraid I'd put the glue right in my eye. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, it is very tedious. You don't do it eyelash by eyelash, do you? Don't you do it all at one time? Okay. I'm crazy because I don't know. I ask questions when I don't know things. I'm sorry. Sorry if it came across being crazy. Yeah, I like all kinds. I like all kinds of music too. The first thing I wanted to talk about tonight is the aging process and what affects it. Um, age. Baseball star Satchel Paige once said, "How old would you be if you didn't know how old you are?" The average person over 60 says they feel 12 years and 5 months younger than their actual age, which would make me 47. I don't feel 60. I turned 60 on January 15th of this year. That was 5 months ago. I know it's been longer. I made this and then I was out sick and didn't do it. So, hi, Kaden. Welcome, honey. I do feel like I'm 47 years old, so I guess their theory is about right. But mentally, I still feel 18. Mentally, I have always felt like I was about 18. I know my body has changed over the years with different accidents, injuries, and illnesses. So, what does make a difference in our aging? First thing that does factor into it is our DNA. Genetics play a huge role in our lives and how our bodies age. The more you know about your genetics, the better you can prepare for your future. Always says mentally I'm 3. No, you're not. That's true, Ink. I don't know what it's supposed to feel like. The environment affects how we age. Hi, Norma Kay. Uh-oh, I got a blank slide. Our environment also plays a major factor in our aging process. Do you live in the country or in the city? Do you work outside or indoors? Does pollution concern you? Next is our access to medical care. Access to medical care plays a huge part in our aging process. Insurance can be a blessing and a curse. Our entire medical system needs a complete overhaul. Free medical care has its problems as well. I've talked to people who um, live in other countries that have free medical care, and there it's not the insurance company deciding what they can have done and when they can have it done. Um, they have to wait and see what their government says. Their government may approve something and may not approve something. Caden says, I've been bullied in school a lot. I'm not in school right, but I have a bully that hurts my feelings. Caden, that is terrible. You need to You need to let me know who that is and let me talk to him, Caden. I'm very sorry that's happening to you. Okay. And does your lifestyle affect it? Lifestyle can make or break the aging process. Eating healthy can slow the process. Getting regular exercise can add years to your life. Getting regular sleep also helps how we feel. And our social factors definitely make a difference in our aging process. Being alone or lonely can cause depression. Make new friends and work to family keep connected to family. Kaden, you are a lovely person. How could anybody not love you, sweetie? Yes, stress is definitely a killer. Okay. And then, of course, our intellectual factors play an important role in our aging. This is why I play the word game and puzzle game on my channel. We must exercise our brains to keep them young and functioning. And there's spiritual factors that help us as well. Spiritual factors play an important role in our aging process as well. We must stay motivated and positive. Having something to believe in helps me to carry on every day. All right. Thank you for watching and listening to that. Please share and like this video, and please subscribe to my channel. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about, if I can get this to come down. Always, girl, I was made to ride my bully's bus to another school. They pulled off and beat up in front of the whole school, all because I was tiny and underweight. Caden says, really? That's terrible. And then spat in my hair as I walked by all the buses to find my bus home. Caden says, my bully is named Braden. I refuse to allow anyone to bully myself or people that I care about, no matter what. He gets all the other classmates against me. Caden, you have to tell someone. You have to tell your parents. You have to tell your teacher. You have to tell your principal. Bullying is not okay. And we have to speak out against it, and we have to take action. We have to do something about it. Always loyal. I just can't see you as a gangster, dear. You're the sweetest person. Well, if one person doesn't believe you, Kaden, you find somebody else to tell. And you keep telling people until somebody believes you and somebody helps you. Well, I'm glad your parents at least believe it. That's right, Ink. Ink says, well, Caden, that speaks so loudly on who they are. Please tell someone, make them listen to you. You got detention because of his lies? That's terrible. It's not okay ever, Ink says, and I totally agree 100%. Yeah, that breaks my heart, Caden. I'm going to pull up this on stiff person syndrome. If I can find it, it's been so long since I did it. With me being sick and not doing shows, and then with me being on vacation, there it is. I have so many things I'm working on and doing to get caught up. Oh, always. You're going to tell me everything. I want to know all about it. A rare progressive neurological disorder. Well, is it not going to play? Let's try one more time. I guess my computer doesn't want to talk about that right now. So I guess it's not going to. Disclaimer to y'all.
It's
This
trying
is
to
for
play.
informational purposes and does not constitute medical advice. If you are experiencing any symptoms, please seek medical attention by a medical professional. All of this information is readily available on the internet. Okay. Stiff person syndrome affects females twice, 2 to 1. So twice as many females will have this condition as males. It's frequently associated with other autoimmune diseases such as type 1 diabetes, thyroiditis, and certain types of anemia. It's frequently associated. Some people with stiff person syndrome will develop a hunched over posture. Some people may be too disabled to walk or move. Many fall frequently, which can lead to serious injuries. People may be afraid to leave their homes because street noise, like a car horn, can trigger muscle spasms and falls. A lot of people will suffer with severe muscle spasms in their back. A lot of people, some of these are things that a person with stiff person syndrome might end up having to have: nursing care, psychiatry, neuropsychologically, spasticity management, pain management, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and involves social work. Sometimes it could be a stiffness in your neck, in your hands. In December 2022, Celine Dion openly expressed her diagnosis of stiff person syndrome. It started as severe and persistent muscle spasms. She had to cancel a lot of her scheduled appearances in 2023 because of it. As of the last update, she is working towards returning to the stage in 2024. We wish her all the best. Can be, in your joints, your elbow joint, your knee joint. Can be, in your joints, your elbow joint, your knee joint. Can be, in your joints, your elbow joint, your knee joint. can be in your neck. Basically, you turn into a statue. You won't have flexibility and be able to move as you normally would. Thank you for watching this tonight and letting me bring this kind of rare condition to light. And I hope all the people suffering with stiff person syndrome find some sort of relief in the near future. May God bless them all. Thank you. Please like this video, share this video with friends and family, and please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Not quite sure why that didn't play like it was supposed to play. I think my computer is having some issues again tonight. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's my Chromebook. I'm just having issues. Um, we are also having a conversation in chat about bullying right now. One of my young viewers, Caden, has been being bullied at school. Um, and Always and Ink and myself are trying to get him to understand that there are people that care about him and that he has to speak up. He has to let people know what's going on with him. And it doesn't matter, Caden, if 100 people don't believe you, somebody will believe you. Poor Caden. He says he's got to go. Wait, never mind. No, no, no. Don't go, Caden. Okay. Sorry. Hi, Cruising Scene. How are you doing? You know what I did this afternoon? I made up the baby's invitation for her party, for her birthday party. So um, my daughter could send them out to people to invite to the party. And I rented out the community center here in my little town where I live. And we're going to have a Peppa Pig party. And she's going to wear the pink dress that Cruising Scene gave her. And Iris sent her the Peppa Pig potty book and sent her the Peppa Pig toilet seat, that fits down into the adult toilet. So she's going to have a great birthday. Oh, Ink, that is an excellent idea. I wish you lived closer too. Um, yes, Ink is correct. You can go to law enforcement and speak to them and have a advocate for you to speak for you if nobody is hearing you, Caden. You need to do a live during the party. I very well may do that. Um, and actually, Norma, I needed to talk to you about bingo that day too, because her party is going to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, August the 6th. So bingo can either be before that or after that. I would prefer to do it after, um, because I'm going to help decorate and make food and that kind of thing. Okay, Caden. Caden, we're all here to help you, honey. My email address is in the About section on my channel. If you need to reach out, please reach out to me, and I'll give you my phone number, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. Okay? But Caden, please tell somebody. Keep telling your parents. Get them to go to the school and talk to someone at the school. Do what you need to do, honey, to protect yourself. Goodbye, Caden. So, Norma, we'll have to talk about, do we want to cancel bingo for that night, that day, or do we want to have it later on, which I don't know what's going to be going on, or what you want to do. But I won't be able to be there on Sunday, August the 6th, because I'll be doing the birthday party. But I might go live from the party. That might be fun. So, anyway, anybody else have anything going on this week they'd like to talk about? Or anybody want to talk about anything about aging that I talked about, or that stiff person syndrome? That's got to be very, very disheartening and very scary to start turning it into a statue like that. So anyway, um, I did do a load of laundry today, and I also straightened up a little bit, and I did my dishes and ran the dishwasher, that kind of thing. Um, would I let you interview me on your channel? Yes. I guess. What would I talk about? Okay, always welcome back. Um, I like to interview people too, KK. So I'll make you a deal. Hey, Miss Barbara, I'll make you a deal, KK. You come on and let me interview you, and I'll go on and you can interview me. How about that? And Miss Barbara, I still want you to come on and talk about your books. And yes, I didn't get to say hi to Jeffrey. I said hi in the chat. But hi, Jeffrey, and welcome in. I'm so glad you're doing lives now, Jeffrey, and doing more videos. Hey, Roxanne. Did I miss somebody? Oh, you're getting a reading right now? Okay. Okay. No problem. So the live I was watching right before I came on, um, is about prepping, being prepared for the unexpected disasters and things like that. And that's interesting to me because that is a fear I have that, what if something happens and, I can't get my medication or my insulin, or I can't, I don't have food, things like that. So I'm going to be getting into that a little bit. Not crazy, like I'm not going to be stockpiling a bunch of stuff or anything like that. But one of the things the gentleman suggested was, getting your medicine 3 months at a time, which I do that. Um, and I have some medicine that I have extra of. So that's one thing I am prepared about already. Um, he was talking about how you can buy certain foods that will store very well, have a long shelf life, that you can have to be able to eat if a disaster was to happen. Although two of the things he mentioned would require water, and I'm afraid if we have a disaster, we're not going to have clean drinking water. So I'm not really sure about all that, but I'm going to listen to him because he seems to know. He's an ex school principal, and he's retired, and he seems to know what he's talking about. You do that as well? Yeah. I don't know. I want to show my shirt again. Think happy, be happy. From the Buckies. There's the little Buckies beaver. Um, but water would be a concern. We won't have clean drinking water. We might have water that we can, bathe with and do that. But you can always boil it there again if you have electricity. But in a natural disaster, we may not have. Um, oh my goodness! Oh, let me back up here. Always Loyal says she's never been to the Bucky's. You got to go if you ever get a chance to go to a Bucky's. It's amazing. Cruising Scene says we have survival kits from a place called Patriots. Okay, I'll check that out. And Barbara says I got a pacemaker on Monday, and my tachycardia is messing things up with chest pains, lightheadedness, and pounding heartbeat. Oh my goodness, 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 goodness. I am so sorry, Miss Barbara. Please take care of yourself, honey. Ink says you have to get the things to help you filter the water in case of a water shortage. Yes, see that those are the kind of things I need to learn, Ink. I need to learn about, how to be able to save the water or use the water, you know, so it's healthy and it's not going to make you sick. Um, One thing I thought about was the refrigeration. My insulin stays in the refrigerator, but it can be out, for a certain amount of time before it would go considered going bad. Yes, everybody put prayer hands in the chat for Miss Barbara and hearts. Miss Barbara is the sweetest lady, and she is an author. She is in 2 books, um, and I want to interview her so bad. Yes, this guy has a channel. Matter of fact, I'm going to get his link. Let's see, how do I do that? Hold on 1 second. Let me go find his link because I was just on his site. Here we go. And I really want to learn more about it. I really find it interesting, and I think it's something that I don't know about that I should know about. Um, and I also kind of want to find out more about more about it that I can help teach other people about it, and also let them know here in my apartment complex. I live in a complex that has 64 units, and okay, I dropped his link. David Lynn, Prepper Principal. Anyway, I have 64 other or 63 other apartments here, and not all of them are elderly people like myself, but there are a good bit who are elderly, and um, I would like to be able to help them as well, if something was to happen. So those are things I'm going to be looking into. I'm also going to be doing some cooking videos. I've been starting to get some recipes on things that I've eaten lately that I liked, that I can easily recreate and make the recipe and video it, and or even do it live. And so I'm going to be doing that coming up. I already talked about the birthday party. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm getting an alert. Something going on somewhere. Always, I don't know anything about that case. You sent me that privately. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to read it out. Okay, I won't share that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll keep that to myself. Oh, you need to start canning things. That you know what? I'm glad you said that. Ink canning. I actually threw my can opener in the garbage because um, it wouldn't open the can I was trying to open, and I got kind of mad at it, and I threw it in the garbage. So I need to put that on my list when I go shopping, so that I'll remember that I need to buy me a can opener. Okay. All right. Always, I'm going to read all that when I get off the live, sweetheart, and I will talk to you about it. Thank you for sharing it with me, honey. Well, that's true, Ink. And like I said, he was talking about you could eat oatmeal and coffee for breakfast. You could eat like a ramen type meal with crackers for lunch, and then do like one of the little Denny Moore dinners that is sealed, and has a really long shelf life. And but you could eat for about $40 a week eating like that type of thing. And so that's what he was trying to break down, is that you could start buying that kind of stuff and stockpiling it, to where if something like that happened, you would have a supply of food. um, and I guess everything he was talking about, you know is inexpensive and things that won't go bad, exactly. So I'm going to really get into it, Ink. Maybe you and I could work on it together, and that could start being something we cover on my channel, because I really want to bring that awareness to elderly people, because some of them can't really get out and do a whole lot, and so that would be something they could go ahead and get stocked up in their house, so they would have it if something happened. And Cruise and Scene, I like that kit that you have um, from the Patriots. I'm gonna check into that as well. And I know there are a lot of um, channels out there that do the preparedness and the prepping, and right, and the filtering of the drinking water is very important. Exactly, exactly. So I didn't plan on us talking about bullying tonight, and I really hadn't planned on talking about prepping and preparedness. But you know what? That's what life is all about. Things come up, and things need to be talked about. Um, Alley Cat's prepared life. Uh, Actually, she, Victoria, quiet listener, knows her as well. And I think I'm already subbed to her channel. I just hadn't spent much time over there. But I am going to be doing that, because I want to know more about it. I'm not educated on that kind of thing. And the idea does bother me if something was to happen. Exactly, Ink. People don't think about things like this until something happens. And then when it happens, it's too late because you're not prepared. And that's why we had people that did the crazy things back in COVID with buying all the toilet paper up. I mean, you got to have other alternatives in place if things happen to where you can't do what you normally do and what you normally buy. You have to be able to take care of yourself, make do and take care of yourself. And what about shelter? What about, I even thought about buying a tent, because what if something happens to your home and you have nowhere to sleep? Not that I'm young enough to be sleeping on the floor of a tent. I'd have to get myself a cot to sleep on as well. Um, but there's just a lot of things to think about. And I have a dog. Would I be able to have access to get dog food? Although if I had something to eat, she would have something to eat. Ink says, I feel like nobody ever hears me when I speak on this, but I do think of these things a lot. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Ink. We got to bring awareness, and we have to get people to realize that even though, you are like me, right, you have to know how to improvise. Exactly. That's what I was trying to think of. Okay, Norma K, I'm so sorry you're having trouble again. Go and lay down and rest and take ibuprofen if you can. I don't know if you can or not. But take care of yourself, sweetheart. Everybody, let's put some prayers for Norma too. She needs some relief of this back. It's crazy back. She's had back surgery and she's having even more trouble, and it's on the other side. I fear she'll have to have more back surgery. But we think about things that we do in our daily lives, but we don't think about what would happen, if there was not a grocery store to go to, or if there was not clean water to drink. And like I was saying about my dog, what if I can't, get dog food? I probably need to buy a couple, some extra dog food. And I even thought about that, getting those vacuum bags that you can, hey, Dawn, how are you? That you can suck the air out of stuff and put bags of dog food and suck the air out, keep them fresh like that. We're talking about natural disasters and being prepared and how it can affect the elderly. That we don't know anything about it. We don't really know what to do, and we need help in learning how to prep and have things in place in case anything was to happen. Um, we started out talking about aging, and we had a young viewer that was being bullied, so we talked about bullying. I should be able to tomorrow. I'm going to go out to dinner with my daughter, and then I'm going to be keeping my granddaughter. But maybe sometime in the morning, I'm going to play the word game first thing in the morning at 8:30, and then after that, I'm free. But yes, I'll be able to talk to you and help you with your games or whatever you want to do, KK. But anyway, nice to see you, Dawn. I'm glad to see you. Um, I'm actually really glad to see everybody that's popped in tonight. And it means a lot to me to have people come and listen to what I talk about, and to communicate with me, to have the chat going and have us having a conversation. You know, not in the morning, late at night. Well, like I had said before, my granddaughter usually is in bed by 8:30. So anytime after that would be fine with me too. Matter of fact, tonight, if you're available later tonight, maybe we could get together. Okay, just let me know. But I'm very encouraged, Ink, that you know about some of this stuff because you can help me. You can help me figure it out. Yes, it's very important. It's very important. And I had dropped the link in the chat. Let me drop that again, of a gentleman that I found his page, and that's what he does. Um, and I've started watching his lives. Matter of fact, he's just started going live in the past couple weeks, and he basically is trying to, help people. Good, Ink. Thank you. Um, that need help, that don't know how to do it either, and that's me. Okay, KK, no problem. I'll let you know. I've got an auction to go to after I get off here. Our Selena is on with Scooter Renee again tonight, selling. So I want to go over and support her. Yeah, if anybody's into the auctions and you're not doing anything, Scooter Renee, matter of fact, let me get her link. Um, she's having an auction tonight, and our friend Selena will be on there selling as well. Come on. Uh, okay. I really like to help people out any way I can. I'm getting it in. Here it is. Scooter Renee. There we go. But that's why I wanted to have kids, because I've always had this feeling that I wanted to nurture people, nurture and love a child. And so I was blessed with my daughter, and now I've been blessed with my granddaughter. But I still feel like I have a lot of that nurturing uh, feeling. And I kind of adopt people myself. And I don't know if they want me to adopt them or not, but once I care about somebody, I care about them. And that's important. And anyway, Selena and I are becoming pretty good friends. And she's um, a little scared about doing the auction. So I said I would come and support her. Oh, Jeffrey, don't delete it. Anything you post is worth being posted, so don't be deleting it. It's okay. We got you. We got you, Jeffrey. You're okay. Oh, Ink says she's good with me adopting her. Ink is one of my favorites. I don't know if anybody realizes that or not, but of all the people I've met over at Purple Phoenix, Purple Knights, it used to be called, Ink is one of my favorite people. And I don't know, I we just click, you know. Some people you click with and some people you don't. But I definitely I definitely want to help people if I can. I know, I understand, Jeffrey. I'm just saying, and if they don't like you, they're missing out because you are an exceptional human being. And I don't care what anybody says, nobody will ever change my mind on that. And you too, always. I don't care what kind of background you came from or how horrible life has treated you. You have a huge heart and you are a really sweetheart. And I thoroughly enjoy being your friend as well. That seems to be my problem. I don't know how to be just acquaintances. I want to get all up in somebody's life and be their friend and try to help them, and not everybody wants that. You know, some people want to just be acquaintances, and that's okay too. I'm going to learn how to do that. I'm going to learn to quit caring so much about people and care about myself a little more. But we're approaching the hour mark, and I do want to get over to that auction. So I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. If anybody's got anything else they would like to say, go ahead and put it in the chat. Yes, Ink, that is right. It doesn't matter to me because I like me, and the ones that do, they know who I am, and that's all that truly matters. You're right, Ink. The auction is at Scooter Renee's. I posted the link. I can post it again. Jeffrey, Jeffrey, I'm sorry. If I didn't ask for prayers for you and you need our prayers, we will pray for you, Jeffrey. Just give me a second and we will pray for Jeffrey. Jeffrey lost his uncle. I believe it was his uncle. And yes, and he's having to have a funeral and all of that, and he's very sad. So here's some hearts and prayer hands, Jeffrey, and I am sorry if I neglected to have people pray for you. Everybody, let's say a prayer for Jeffrey. And I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you, Cruising Scene. Thank you, Ink. Thank you always. Like I said, I'll be on in the morning, 8:30, playing the word game. God willing, if the computer connects and I can get on, I will be. And then I will be on um, Sunday, 4 o'clock for bingo. All right, good night, y'all. Have a great day. Remember, think happy and be happy. Okay? Love you all.